Welcome to the Microsoft Outlook Web App 2013 course. In this module, we're going to cover Outlook Web App, or OWA, in a very basic functionality of what it can do and what it offers. Let's go ahead and click on Internet Explorer, and in the address bar, let's go ahead and type in portal.microsoftonline.com and hit enter. And that's going to call up the Office 365 sign-in page. In the email, go ahead and type in your Rosewood Hotels and Resorts email address, and I'm going to do that right now as well. And then go into the password, and this is the same password that you use to log on to Windows. So go ahead and type in your Windows login password in there. Note, you can actually click the Keep Me Signed In box, and you'll actually be allowed to keep yourself signed in, so next time you want to come in, you can quickly go there. I'm going to go ahead and skip that and just click Sign In. And we're going to see that the OWA screen opens up in a moment. And once it does, I'm going to take a quick look around. And it's actually opening my mailbox, so right there I can see all my mail that comes in. This is the actual Outlook email on the web that you can see. So up at the top, I want to draw your attention to this bar here. We're currently in the Outlook view. Let's go to the calendar. I'm just going to show you that there's different things you can do, and as well as the people. If we go over here to these three bullet points, we can go to office.com, or we can click on the drop down arrow below my name to the right of me, and I'm going to change my availability to available. So my presence is now available. I also have this settings, and we'll get into that a little bit more, and then there's also a help button. So let's go back to Outlook. I just want to quickly show you how you can create a new email. So go ahead and click on New Email. You could, in the to box, type in anyone you want. I could type in Shay, and her name's going to pop up. I could type in Scott, and I'm going to have my two contacts whose name are Scott, or I could click on the Search Contacts and Directory, and that's going to give me another Scott Hall if I wanted to. But I'm going to go ahead and back out of there. I'm going to send an email to John Castro. Let's see. HitachiConsulting.com. And I'm going to use that address there, and I'm going to say working on the reports. In the body, I'm going to say I think we should meet tomorrow. Dave. And I could just hit send from there, or I could discard it, and that would just actually cancel out and delete that. I could also insert many different things, an attachment, a picture, or a signature, and we'll get to the signature later. I'm just going to go ahead and click on send, and that will send my email out. It's just kind of a quick overview of how you actually get emails in. Obviously, you could also just click on reply or reply all, or click on forward. There's many different ways you can do these things. I want to go ahead and click and draw your attention to calendar. And right off the bat, I could look at my day, my work week, a week, or maybe a month. Let's go back to the day. And if you notice that the month view brings up the entire calendar and has some events on your right side. Let's go back to the day. I could also click here with these arrows to go back and forth. I could go to today if I wasn't on today. And there's many ways you can create a new event. Now clearly I could just click new event here, or I could click right into the calendar itself. But let's go ahead and click on new event, and that new event comes up, and I'm going to say review reports. Location, we can either click on add a room, or we can type in to be determined, whatever you prefer. When you click on add a room, you'll have the options available to do that. The attendees, though, that's probably something important. You could just type in somebody and they'll pop up like we did before with emails, or maybe you want to go and look at a directory or look at all my contacts. Go ahead and cancel out of that. And if I were to type in Scott, I can go ahead and click OK. But let's actually put Shay back in there. I want to show you what happens if we... so I'm going to actually delete Scott from there. I'm going to right click and say remove. And let's put Shay in there and see, because when I do that, I could show you the scheduling assistant. And sure enough, right off the bat, Shay Donahue and I are viewing the same Friday, and I could tell when she has a meeting and when she doesn't. So obviously I'd want to schedule that meeting when she doesn't have another meeting. And that's just another way you can actually create those invites. So I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to go ahead and just delete that. But that's how you actually can create an event. Also, you can just click on a specific date, and like I mentioned before, click into a box and start typing. Let's go look at our contacts. That's under People. And once you click on People, you can see that mine populate right here. Again, here's the different contacts that I might have, link contacts or my actual contacts that I'd call. And then if you notice on the right, this is a preview pane for the actual contact card itself. There are many ways you can add new contact cards. I'm going to go ahead and click on the New button. And look, I could create a contact, create a group, or cancel. If I wanted to create a contact, I could just click that button, and I could fill in their information. Again, I'm going to discard that. So we've seen quite a bit of stuff with OWA. I know one thing that you're probably thinking is really important. Let's go to our Outlook, and I'm going to show you how you actually go about creating a Rosewood approved signature standard. Now, if you have a Rosewood approved signature standard already, if you followed those guidelines and have created yours, well, you can either just copy and paste that. And that's essentially what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy and paste Shay's Rosewood approved signature standard. I just select it, right click, go to copy. There's that gear icon in the top right. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and go to options. And that's going to pull up the options pane for OWA. And sometimes it takes a little bit, just depends on the network speed. I'm going to click on settings, and that's when the email signature pops up. I'm going to go ahead and click in the box. I have to press Control V, the button's Control V on my keyboard. And clearly I'm not Shay Donahue, so I'm going to need to type in my name. And I'm not the corporate manager of Hotel Systems, I'm the corporate manager of Fun. And I'm going to click in this automatically include my signature on messages I send. I'm going to click right here. Obviously I'd want to change the address and numbers if they were different for me. Then you're also going to want to scroll down and change the message format, because one of the things that we have in our standards is the Times New Roman. Go ahead and scroll down and select that. And in the font size box, you want to click 12. If we go back up here, I just want to check and see what my font size for my name is. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 12. And everything else can be 10. So if I click Save, in a couple seconds, we'll be able to see the Outlook box. And what I'm going to want to do is open up a new email and see if my signature auto-populates. So once we get to Outlook, and there we are. So if I click on New Mail, sure enough, my title is populated in the appropriate manner. That's Rosewood approved signature standard. And please be sure that you follow those guidelines as you create your new signature in OWA. Well, we've looked at the Outlook, the inbox, your calendar view. We've looked at the people, and we've done some other things. Folks, I hope this has been beneficial in understanding that moving into OWA is really just kind of having access around the world, anywhere in the world, as long as you have an internet connection. There's a lot of great tools and things that you can do with OWA, and I want to thank you for your time in taking this course.